everyone do me a favor and reach into your pocket, grab your smartphone, turn it on, hold it up, facing me like this. That's awesome. You guys are the digital age, and that's what I'm here to talk to you about. So connecting in the digital age, it's not just this ubiquitous connectivity that you've just displayed. Not that it's always on, but it's always relevant. So, for example, your phone can tell you how long it's going to take to get to work based on current traffic reports, where to pick up coffee along the way, whether or not you need to bring an umbrella based on the current weather report. And it's not just a single device, but it's the idea of the four-screen world. So what this means is that, for me, for example, I might have my TV on in the background watching a game, on my phone checking where I've got to go tomorrow and mapping it out. Got my TEDTalks on, of course, on my tablet, looking for my favorite talk. And especially if I'm on the road, everything stops for my laptop if my beautiful baby girl, Gemma, decides to give me a video chat. So in this four-screen world, if you're trying to get a message out, how can you break through this? So I hear this from time to time, cut through the clutter. And I don't think that's the right way to look at it, because as much as there's so much going on, it's not clutter. It's our lives. And increasingly, everything's very, very organized and curated by the individual. You only see what you want to see. So it's not about cutting through clutter. What it's really about is being invited in. So how do you get the invitation? My grandmother and I get together every so often and have some really, really nice talks, her about her era, me about mine. And she asked me recently, so what is it that you do for a living? She has a very loose understanding of what Google is. So I explained it this way. Imagine there's a farmer who wants to build a well to water his crops, but he's never built a well before, doesn't know the first thing about well building, doesn't know anyone who builds a well, doesn't have a book that they can readily access to figure out how to build it. Well, today, what that farmer can do is take out his phone, take a look at how to build it, and build the well. And what that means is that you're not starting at building well foundations 101, you're starting at where the rest of humanity's at. And why that is so amazingly interesting is not just the increased productivity, which is actually very cool, but the fact that you're advancing humanity. That farmer is thinking about not how to build a well, but what's next? What can I do that's bigger and better, cooler with wells? And of course, the well example is fairly narrow. It's about everything. So when we're talking about everything, talking about a moment that matters, a moment that matters is a moment when someone asks a question. A magic moment is the moment that that question gets answered in real time with relevant information. So providing utility, that's the second way to be invited into someone's lives. What does that mean? Providing utility to me means helping someone with your message, helping someone do something, create something, know something. So do something, that could be like creating a really cool video that they can send around to their friends or pass around the dinner table and treat as their own. Create something. So that could be something interesting like creating a game that they could play and build a character in, for example. Or know something. And knowing something is, for my clients in particular, on the advocacy side, critically important. So how do you give someone information in an engaging way that inspires them to learn about your point of view and perhaps become an advocate on your behalf? So again, something that really can add value. And then, the last piece. So once you've been invited in, how do you leverage those advocates? Well, advocates, to me, are someone who's willing to spread your point of view on their own to all of their friends. So how do you leverage them? Well, there are different platforms that you can take advantage of, like YouTube, Twitter, G+, Facebook. So allowing them to share your content via those platforms that sharing, that's the real magic, the real leveraging of communicating to one person. And this is how I like to think about branding. Brand, and everyone's got a brand. Branding isn't what you tell someone, it's what someone tells their friends. Thank you.